It's time to take off your clothes, enjoy clothes-free living, and join us for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
Welcome to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, the show that celebrates clothes-free living for all. I'm your host, Frank Stone.
And I'm your correspondent, Lisa Monroe, and I'll be reporting on all things within the naturist community. So it's time to get naked and join us.
And enjoy clothes-free living on Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Well, greetings and welcome into Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 58 today. Just a reminder, we are the official podcast for the American Association for Nude Recreation, and are you a member? If not, let's get you in. AANR.com. You can navigate the website fairly easily. They protect our rights to be naked and clothes-free. Well, again, you are listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 58 today. And now let's get to a short segment from Patty in the Shangri La Ranch.
I'm Patty Faber. I am the managing partner of Cross Investments, which purchased the ranch in 1997. We have been running the ranch since beginning of 1997, going strong. We've doubled it in size, not quite acreage-wise, but amenity-wise, RV site-wide. So it's got a nice storied and checkered past, but going strong right now. The plan for the ranch is to stay the way it is. I mean, obviously make improvements, but there's no plan to sell it to a developer. We're going to keep running it. I've got both of my daughters working here. Hopefully, maybe my grandsons will decide to take it over. We'll see what happens down the road. They're only 12, 11 years old now, so we got a little time to work with that. Cindy's still young. She hasn't been burned out yet. Things are going great.
And there you go, Patty from the Shangri La Ranch, one of the managing partners. And by the way, Cindy, her daughter, Cindy is the current president for AANR West. And we appreciate Tim Chismar sending that in. You can find him, nudisthumorist.com. And also that's from a show that he did for Clothes Free International. You can find them as well at clothesfree.com. Well, I don't know about you, but it sure sounds a whole lot like music in the background. I think it's time. Yes, it is. It's time for the one, the only, the terrifically over-the-top Lisa Monroe. Spent a couple of moments on Morley Schloss. Hope I pronounced that correctly. He ended up being the owner of Sunsport down in southern Florida, naturist and nudist resort. But what a pioneer in the world of naturism. And he passed away on July 23rd. He was 82 years old. I never met him, never spoke to him, but I know a lot about him just by reading about him. But what a magnificent guy and a tremendous loss for the naturism community.
Very much so. I had heard of him and heard of that resort, but again, did not know a lot about him. So in reading some recent things that have been written about him, there are few people like him with first off, the resources and the determination to follow through with their beliefs. A lot of us would like to do things, but for whatever reason or another, we are restricted, whether it's by our own inabilities or, just circumstances. But he put his money where his mouth was, basically, and made the community better for everyone. So it is a great loss to lose that kind of an influencer who, a true influencer, not a, social media influencer, but someone who really did make a difference.
Go out there and have a great clothes-free week. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely. You too, Frank. Bye.
All right. Bye. Speaking of which, you are listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 58 today. Thank you for being with us.
I definitely got that from Mom because she, put out a lot of work in cooking stuff all the time. And she, when she passed away in 2007, she had a collection of a few cookbooks. She didn't do a lot of cookbooks, but she would do newspaper clippings and recipes from friends, and she'd write stuff down. Maybe she saw it on somewhere else and would write it down. And I actually kind of gathered all of that up and made a cookbook. It took me about a year and a half. Between my dad and I, we kind of, picked out our favorite recipes, and we sent emails to family and friends and saying, hey, we're putting together a cookbook. What were your favorite memories and favorite recipes? And so
Mhm.
they would send in stuff. And so I wrote in, and I basically created a cookbook out of all her recipes, and with little excerpts at the beginning of the chapters of letters from friends and family saying, oh, I remember the Passover chocolate mousse or whatever the best, and or various things. And then they could go find that recipe in the cookbook. So
Okay.
um, so that was a huge project that my dad and I put together.
Again, Mitch London, this dude cooks in the nude.com. Mitch, go out there and have a great close-free day. We'll talk again soon.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We also want to let you know that over the next two shows, episodes 59 and 60, our special guest will be Rana Crozy. Rana is the current chairperson for the PR committee for the American Association for Nude Recreation. Well, you've been listening to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 58 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Have a great clothes-free day.